Good morning, people. Hello from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Trying to change it up a little bit. So today I have prepared two videos for you. I'm going to do them side by side and upload them together. Time is around 8 a.m. approaching, so early morning. School is going to start soon, so you'll hear some honking, but far away. So the two videos I'm going to do. First one, I'm going to do the individual review on a fragrance of Ahmed Al Maghribi, and I did, uh, tell myself one thing. I want to review as much possible from this house in as much as possible because this house is one of my favorite houses. Okay, and I like to do reviews on houses that impressed me a lot. And I am actually emphasizing a lot on Middle Eastern brands because these are affordable right now. Designers and niche are kind of out of the league for my price point, my likability. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of Middle Eastern houses because they do provide good value, and I think these are fragrances I can do more content, for the price of one designer niche. So this is perhaps a 2025 release. I'm not sure, and I'll tell you a funny story as I go. So this fragrance is called Couture Noir by Ahmed Al Maghribi, and this one is around $20-25 budget. Wherever you buy this from, prices may vary, so I do not say one fixed price. Okay, so maybe in your country is $35. Okay, but in general, my observation is this house, like Ahmed Al Maghribi, they actually are making fragrances from very affordable, from $15 all the way to maybe 65, 75. They have this range. So this is the affordable one line, and I have reviewed previously one other fragrance which is called Oud Couture. Okay, I think that and this presentation is almost similar, identical. I don't know why they did that. That is the funny part. I'll tell you some more. So the box looks very nice for the price. It's very, very solid. Really like that. And this is how that looks, and they have at the back the production year and all that. Okay, here. So the bottle, it's okay, nothing crazy, just a nice little frosted glass, and then the cap, the name, very straightforward. And the cap is not like a click into place, but I think yeah, snug fit. Okay, and the cap has, I think, metal, yeah, sprayer. Really, really good atomizer. Ahmed Al Maghribi, I noticed one thing. They have given every single fragrance, no matter it's a cheaper one, expensive one, really good pressure atomizers on most part. Okay, so let's put some more. Okay, so let that settle down and let me tell you the story, and then I'll tell you what this is supposed to be, replicating, which is not anything new. And I would say most of you will be like, oh no, not another Aventus dupe. It is, okay, but I will tell you why I got it. So the funny story is when I went to Senzone, okay, a few days back, I did a review or video from their shop. I was sitting and testing. I was looking like this, like whole shop, and then trying to see what I can make content out of. So I did make the Latafa, most part, the Pride, and then the some Paris corners. But this one I saw, I was like, okay, let me take this because I thought this was new. And let me go create content. This one and another one I bought, I think the one of the Mason Alhambras, and I think one of the other ones, the radio, vintage radio. So I bought those, right? So when I paid and I opened the box right there because I couldn't wait, and then I suddenly realized, like, let me see who else reviewed it. Then I saw on my channel this fragrance bottle. I'm like, no, I repurchased. I forgot, that I had it and I reviewed it. I was a bit disappointed because even though it's $22, $23, it's still, like I don't want to buy repetitive perfumes, right? I can't make a new content. Then I was sad. I was coming back on the way. Then I was like looking again. Then I suddenly saw, oh, the name is not the same. That one is Oud Couture that I reviewed. That was a different fragrance, and this is called Couture Noir. Then I realized, oh, they are not same fragrance, but just the bottle presentation is kind of similar. That's why, I got confused. So I was like happy. Okay. So that's the funny story. Second thing, why I got this despite reviewing many, many Aventus dupes, it's very simple. I'm a content creator, and it's a very common DNA. I have at least reviewed maybe 15 to 20, maybe not 20, maybe 15 Aventus dupes, alternatives. They're very popular, the most, you can say, copied DNA. So I'm like, okay, some people may have interest in it, and since this is affordable, if it's any good, okay. So I think brother Rodney Baptist from India, my dear brother, he reviewed this. I like his review, and he is a very he breaks down everything very nicely, right? So at 4:37, let's start the review. So let's see. So longevity from this, let's clear out that one. It's pretty long lasting. I am not like disappointed by it, but perhaps it will not beat CD Name or Afghan Supremacy, Not Only Intense, the top players. Okay, this is not going to like compete with those because those have excellent projection and excellent longevity. I think like CD neem costs $35, $45 depending on what concentration you buy. Even they go up to 65. So CD neems, they are stronger than this. Afghan Supremacy, not only intense, the first batch, stronger than this. There were a few more. This I'll keep in the second tier. Why I would keep it in second tier? Because this one performs, after those, this performs very good, solid 5 to 6 hours, okay, in Bangladesh condition on my skin and shirt combined. After this, if there's any other dupes, there will be like the third tier. That would be like Mont Blanc Explorer like fragrances which smell nice. Mercedes Benz, Select. They smell nice, but do not last as much as this one or nowhere near the CD names and stuff. Okay, so this is in the second tier. So 4 to 6 hours range is very good for the price. Projection from this initially, it's pretty okay, pretty good. I would say around 1 hour, very noticeable projection. Then it starts mellowing down a little bit. It comes like from here, it comes here, and after the second and half hour, it will come around this, like scent bubble around like 1 feet to 2 feet. Okay, so you can get away with this in gym, office, if there's AC working condition. This will do very well. But outdoors, if it's super humid and hot, on the shirt it will hold, but on the skin it will fly away, like it will disappear, right? So typical with other perfumes. So performance wise, this is it's a solid performer. For the price, I would not complain. If this was around $60, $50, 45, then I would say yeah, it could have been better. But for the price, absolutely very good performer. Ahmed Al Maghribi is a good performer, and you may get more or less, okay, depending on your skin chemistry. So how close is this to Aventus? The smell. This fragrance is, I would say, more of a fruity, okay, fruity. Uh, this, it's not super creative on the Aventus DNA. Okay, first of all, this, if you already have some DNA of Aventus, you don't need this. Very simple. This is going to be redundant. Okay, because this smells like Aventus. It smells like many of the other ones like Aventus. And this fragrance perhaps is not offering anything groundbreaking new that, oh, the blackcurrant is like so much more amped up. No, you pick up the apple, bergamot, the pineapple, little bit, not very smoky pineapple, but mostly is the fruity affair and a little bit of woody, okay, from this. And I detect hint of something masculine in it, like Aventus is masculine, but there is at the background something green, okay, so it's like a leafy, green, let's say the pineapple leaf, okay. I get the smell of the full pineapple, so it's a nice pleasant experience with a hint of masculinity, which I really like. And this perfume would be really great because people who want to, let's say, buy an Aventus, let's say this batch, okay, this batch is going to be $1,000, okay, minimum in Bangladesh. The 100 mls are like $350 to $400, so not everybody can afford it, let's just say. So this is why the alternatives are important. So let's say even if you don't have the money to buy Afnan or Armaf or any of the other high-end brands, okay, those are like $45. This is your solution within 20-25 bucks. This is like a price cheaper than a decant of Aventus. Okay, this is why this is so good. So these offerings are great, and people who say, oh, I hate this budget clone houses because they're copying the DNA, they're stealing property, they don't say the same thing about designers and niche when they copy a DNA. I have smelled many, I don't want to name them, designers and niche which actually copied the DNA of Aventus, and they're selling pretty well. Okay, if say a fragrance like Dior Sauvage, they have tons of clones, from the designer side itself. So people don't mind those designers. They have problem with the Middle Eastern brands, right? So this one, I would say it's up to you. If you have an issue, some people go really, really racist. I've seen one reviewer, he actually made some racist remark when reviewing a Latafa perfume or something. He was name calling, Middle Eastern people or the brands or the whatever the names. So that's a different case. If you have that sort of mentality, there's nothing, the people are going to be like that because of ignorance. But to be honest, if you're a practical person and you don't think of all those things, all those issues, you just want a decent fragrance which smells good, masculine. This is a great fragrance for all year round. Very nice. You can keep it in the shelf of your office. You can come and, like let's say you struggle on the way from the work, from the home to work, and you just refresh, mid of the day, great fragrance. So will not last all day. Okay, will not last the whole day. 4 or 5 means it's not 7 hours quite for working condition. So let's say from 9 to 7, right? You have to respray in the middle of the day. So if you have it in the desk, you can do that. So once again, the criticism is not criticism, the downside or the weakness, if you ask me, it's going to be redundant if you already have quite a few, dupes of Aventus or Aventus-ish fragrances. This one you don't need. Okay, even though this is cheap, you can skip it. I like this fragrance a lot. It's just very clean DNA of the lemon. I don't find anything dirty. Not a smoky batch of Aventus, but that woody and the green pineapple leaf makes it very masculine, right? So you can try it. If you have anywhere there's a tester, you try it. Sit, for 1 hour and see how this transforms and changes. I'll just tell you, you will not get ultra beast mode, and you'll not get anything very new. But it's a very clean Aventus DNA. That's it. So Couture Noir, I think, yeah, it's a DNA I wanted to always. I don't have any issue because some fragrance I just use casually. Let's say I cannot find anything, make up my mind. Like Dior Sauvage, I wear Ahmed Al Maghribi Frost Ice. Some of the DNAs are so easy. Aqua di Gios, right? So this is an easy, dumb reach sort of fragrance. Overall, the quality, price versus what you get, it's 8.5 out of 10. Very solid release. Nothing groundbreaking, but you can try. Thanks for watching. Let's do a list, then we'll upload this. Take care. Have a nice day.